Hello there, small group leaders. It's me again. Week 2. We're going to begin with our announcements that this is the last week of 21 days of prayer. We want to thank you for joining the church in starting off our ministry year on the right foot and just covering the coming year with prayer, passionate prayer. We hope that you had some personal focuses for yourself that you have for the next couple of days that you're going to keep doing. I know you are. And we're going to be asking you if you saw any fruits, God answers, God winks from them. We'll be asking for those next week. So heads up to your small groups. Let them know, 21 days of prayer is ending. If you had any fruit from it, any wonderful answered prayers, some God praises, that we're going to be wanting to know about those next week. All right, so this week we're going to go ahead and talk about prayer. There's 2 really important times to have prayer for small group. First of all, you should start or end with prayer in your group sessions. You should always ask for prayer requests. Personal prayer is a step towards connection and personal care that the group can help provide. And we want to encourage this. And we also want to thank those that are vulnerable enough to let the group inside. And that will also encourage others whenever they see people's reactions to praying for others, that it's a genuine care for their well-being and their calm and their peace. We also, it's a culture of prayer at Crossroads. We want the culture to be there, and so we need to encourage it in our members, in our groups, in all of our connections. So that's what beginning or ending your group with prayer can definitely help with that culture. As a leader, you don't always have to be the one that does the prayer either. You don't want to surprise someone with going, "Oh, Jim Bob, that's never prayed before in front of any of us. Do you want to close us in prayer?" But you could always heads up. But it is our goal to help grow our members and stretch our members. So those members, you need to have a personal conversation with them and find out, who wants to grow that in themselves, prayer, and give them the opportunities to do it. There's no wrong way and no exact right and science to it, and they just need a safe place to go forward and do it without judgment. And small groups is a place of confidence, where people get to be vulnerable without judgment. um, so that's something else to reiterate whenever asking for personal prayer requests, and something to reiterate whenever someone says that they want to grow prayer in them and it's their turn to pray or they've asked to be able to pray. Um, we're all just human and we're all just trying our best. And stepping out in faith and trying is an excellent stretch. And then our second way that especially small group leaders need to pray is praying for their members daily. This can seem overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Prayer covers, it protects, it enlightens. It's not just for their personal prayer or personal growth that you're praying for. You're also praying for your small group dynamics. So I'll put together 5 things for you maybe to pray over your group or for your group daily. So, of course, you want to pray for any of their personal prayer requests that members have shared, definitely. And then number 2, to ask for the presence of the Holy Spirit to just come into your group, to be in the group. He is our teacher. He is the one that inspires and inflames all the things that we need to grow inside of us. So totally inviting him into that space and desiring him into that space and letting him know is a great prayer. Also, to pray that God will open people's hearts to hear his truth. If someone comes to small group with a closed mind and ready to be annoyed, then they're going to be annoyed. So just pray for open hearts and open minds, and that his truth is what gets through. And then we also want to pray for authentic community to develop. The dynamics and connection within our small group is what we want. And as a leader, it's what we're striving for is a nice family connection where we're caring for each other. So to pray for an authentic community to develop. And then the last one is to pray for yourself, to pray for wisdom and strength to lead your group well and to be there and hear what it is you need to hear from each person so that you can pray for them and guide them in growing. Um, but man, wisdom and strength is a thing that leaders definitely need to have and will be tested. And I also would like to pray that this Tuesday night, that Wednesday goes well for all of you leaders. I know Wednesdays can be trying sometimes. Sometimes it's the worst day of the week before you get to small group. You just can't wait to get to small group because at least all your trifling trouble is going to be left behind. You get to go to small group. But Wednesday sometimes does seem like the hardest time and the hardest day. So I want to pray over y'all's Wednesdays that it's clear and concise and that nothing gets in the way of the kingdom work that's happening here at Crossroads. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you for stepping out and being a leader.